Doing good today. Next Tuesday, when I do my live, next Tuesday, I'm going to be in the new room. I'm working on my internet right now. I've got the ceiling in place. I've got everything pretty much painted. So I got a little bit of work to do. I got to build a new table to do my unboxings and stuff like that. So, yeah, my hair is actually laying down today. That's nice. Anyway, so how many of you guys have got your Exocutioners now? I'm just curious about that. I've been getting a question about my pinion gear size on this thing. And I'm like, well, I just had a pinion gear on the motor and stuck it in there and it was fine. It turns out it's a 17 tooth. That's with the OD3 transmission. So 17 tooth, at least now I have an honest answer for everybody. I've been telling people like, yeah, I think it was like a 16. So I was only one tooth off. It's 48 pitch. So it's not like that big of a deal. But still, 17 tooth is where it works good for me on this thing. So let me see here. Florida Max, Mirror, Addicted. All right, yes sir. Jaeger McBeath. Who makes the Exocutioner? Me. I do. RC Fanatic, what's up? Yes sir. RC CM, what's up, buddy? Puffer Fish. Thank you, buddy. Yep, I try to post all my builds up there. Kelly, what's up? Why is everything backwards? I don't know. It does look backwards, doesn't it? I don't know. No idea, buddy. Let me see. I see you're going back to the skater's hairstyle, huh? Well, I just haven't cut it yet. I need to buzz cut this thing, bring it down a little bit. Ben from Colorado. Jaeger, what's up, buddy? Yes, sir. Charles Pope mirrored the cameras. Yeah, I wonder why. I see it right here. I'm not sure why it's mirrored all of a sudden. It wasn't mirrored before. I'm not going to mess with it, so I'm going to just leave this thing be. But yeah, it is a little bit backwards. Oh, well. Executioner, yes, sir. So, all right, buddy. Is it going together good for you? Hopefully it is. Already started to tear apart other crawlers. It's still part of Kiddes Lopez. Yes, sir. What's up, Andy? Yes, sir. Clayton, I don't like it. I hate change. I don't know. So, Kelly, is it Exocaged RC normal for you, or is it backwards for you? Another from Colorado. Kevin, what's up? Flip the view in the software. I'm on an iPhone. If I flip the view, let me try this real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why. I don't recall messing with anything. I see some little features over here, but I'm afraid to mess with them. Let me see. I'm gonna push a button. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Let's see here. Oh, something bad happened. That didn't work. Let me see. I got this little weird looking thing right here. Let's see what this does. That does retouch. There's a retouch? Oh my God, is that makeup? No way, turn that off. I want y'all to see me retouch off. Okay, I don't need that feature. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. My shelves are right here on the left side, but I guess I'm not sure exactly why everything is like this. I don't know. But anyway, did it really touch me up a little bit? And now this light, I'm gonna get this light changed. F3, what's up? Right, not the left. 20 years younger is late. There's your issue. You're using an iPhone. iPhone's the king, man. Nothing can touch. My entire life is built off of iPhone right now. Kelly, we're time space continuum. It could be. It could be. But this next Tuesday, I'll be in the new room. I've got lights, almost camera in action in there. I've got a lot of vehicles to take out there. Tomorrow, I'm going to build go get the materials for and start building my work table where I can sit behind here and do all that stuff. So, yeah. Is that thing still, man, and this light, the interference. Mirror mode. Yeah, I don't see where I'm on mirror mode though. I don't know. I may have messed with something. Put some white foundation on your crow's feet. Oh, I know. I'm getting old. Best of both worlds. All right, so new angles. Oh man, I need to sit down. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Oh man, so hopefully everybody's got their Exocutioner coming together. Been getting or got a question, a couple guys asked it, if I was going to offer like a slider or RTR. So 50 is not advanced age, Andy. Come on, dude. I feel like I'm 20 except for when I got to move. But anyway, about offering a slider or something like that. I know right now, with the whole Chinese holiday and all that, you can't really get these axles. So when I get this in, when they come back off their holiday and all that, I'm going to attempt to get enough stuff. Oh, my bolt's coming loose. I'm going to attempt to get enough stuff to where I can stock these axle housings and all that. So I'm going to try for it anyway. Also, I was testing something today. Gotta find it. Right here. This is with Losi NASCAR. I've got to order some longer screws to make this work, but look at this entire front piece right here. We keep breaking the little brace that goes into the middle here. We just keep breaking that. So I'm trying to do this right here as a complete replacement unit. But it broke right here on some crashes. And I've got to get a longer bolt to kind of reinforce this. The only bolts I can find are the Losi bolts. They have the 2mm. The other ones have a 1.5mm hex wrench. So I don't really think we need that. But it'll fit the stock piece right here just a little bit. So, yeah. Let me see. Half a century, needs some Mios axles. You're the snake. Yeah, yes. I just got mine in the mail. Can't wait to. Awesome, Shane. Offna. There is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, yeah. I had a few Offnas. Get that like learn cheat codes. Don't like 20 degree. Oh, yeah, buddy. You got that TPU. That stuff stiffens up when it gets cold. This is why I really prefer the Pro codes. This is a Pro code right here. It doesn't care. It's got an insert in it, so you get the sidewall right here, but you get the foam right here. So the Pro codes are the better way to go, in my opinion. They're more consistent all the way around. Because when the summer comes around and your tires get good and hot, man, them cheat codes are going to work like a dream. But it could change early morning chilly to midsummer, competition-wise, temperature-wise. It could actually change. I mean, it's a thermoplastic is what it is. Addicted, hold your fire. I learned that received my execution today. Haven't opened up. Shed, heck yeah, buddy. I'll order it somewhere else. Oh, awesome, yeah. Didn't see it. Check out the Exocaged channel for the Karoma P2. Yes, we do have a giveaway going by Karoma. That is a giveaway. It's supposed to be, I think, February 4th is when I'm going to make the poll on that. And they are shipping it to, you got to be in the lower 48 or the 48 continental United States to get this. Because it's got a big LiPo battery in the thing. I mean, basically. So you kind of got to be there. Have it for that. Gundam, am I using the bamboo yet? Yes, I have 4 P1Ss right now. I had to order 3 more to go with the one I had to try to keep up with orders. I'm finally catching up. It's starting to slow down a little bit, kind of plateau out. So I'm going to be able to stock more stuff. And now that it's kind of slowing down a little bit, I think I want to do something that might be really crazy. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I think it's going to be really crazy, and it may take this whole Exocutioner to the next level, as in big time. But It was just a thought I had this morning at 2 o'clock. So, soon the 52 United States. Maybe. Link for the giveaway. Thank you, Addicted. I appreciate that, buddy. Here in the UK, Andrew Rossiter. Yes, sir. Now, Andrew, I got a message from a guy in Canada. I've been shipping UPS on those, right? For the sole reason it's 3 to 7 days UPS. USPS is 7 to 21 days. They're hitting him with some fees and stuff just to get it into Canada. So message me and let me know if UPS is trying to get you for anything on this. Because I don't think USPS will do it, but you're talking, UPS is set as 3 to 7 days, as where USPS is 7 to 21. So, addiction to Creole for bamboo soon. Andrew, dude, Andy, I am loving the bamboos, man. I mean, they're expensive as the world, but dude, they're really nice stuff. Yeah, Gundam, I got 4 of them, buddy. Vortec Mega, can make a video of the engine conversion made to yours. Henry Vega, all right, buddy, get it done. Jerry Brown, I'm planning to order. I know there's going to be some guys wanting them, so what I'm planning to do is when they come back off of their New Year's, I'm going to hit them up. Right now, unless you guys email me, which I'm not so good at the email keeping track of who wants what, but if you want to go through me on them, because I am set up as a dealer now with Mias, I'm planning to get like 10 sets or 10 sets of silver and 10 sets of black. If you guys want to email me, I'll message this down here and I'll get a gauge of how many I need to get in. Honestly, if I'm ordering like say 30 sets or something like that, it's going to be a big chunk of change. I might need a little bit of prepayment on this, but maybe half and half when it goes. But I am planning to do that. I'm also planning to order different length links all around to stock those as well, and some other parts and pieces like the 124 axle, which are so popular everywhere. So, did I get an H10 Origin order? No, sir, I did not. But speaking of the H10, I've got my optic in there, and I kind of want to see if I can put together a kit, per se, to put the optic axles underneath the Exocutioner. Honestly, I really like the optic axles. I really do. But they don't give you this. You don't get this out of them. But for what they are, I think they're really nice axles. I really do. I like those axles. I love the way the front looks so scaled with the hydraulic, little fake hydraulic thing in there. Looks really good in my opinion. Pin the link to the top so someone, where is that link at? Right there. Let me see here. Let me see. Pin message. All right, it should be pinned now, the link to the video for the giveaway. You're in UK tomorrow. I'll probably missed a bunch of them. Asian origin, I'm tapping in. Right, warranty parts on package, no duty. Well, the thing about it is, Pat, is they are ordered through the website. I don't have control on that. Unless I can just handwrite warranty parts on it. Is that what you're saying? What's going on, RC bro? How's it going? Just blew up my third Max 6 G2 internal cat pack on my 6 family. Good Castle creation. Buddy, the Castle XLX2 is pretty solid now, but I haven't blown up any Max 6s or 5s yet. I don't know. Are you gearing to the moon or something? I mean, I'm trying to figure out why you're popping them. Well, guys are getting 3 months, 24/7. Dude, I've got my Crealities in there. Dude, I've been printing 7 months on them for TPU. I mean, they're just straight TPU printers, you know. Not that that's a special setup or anything, but that's what I do. I print inserts on them. And very rarely, sometimes I'll have a clog, or like one of them, the wire actually fatigued on the back side of the bed, and I had to splice that back together. The bed was having a temperature issue. I think my cat may have chewed on it while it was off. But regardless, I mean, Exo Bouncer as an RTR. Exo Bouncer. Exo Bouncer. You're talking about the big one. That's a whole lot of truck there, buddy. Which we know that. Searching the web for them when they are sold out. I don't mind for prepayment. I trust you, Jerry. Well, here's my email address. You guys send me an email. I'll try to. Can I categorize that, or I just have to write it down or something? I'm not sure. At att.net. Ooh, I put May on there. All right, see right here. That probably didn't work, but it's Exocaged RC at, it's Exocaged RC at Yahoo. Sorry about that. At yahoo.com. Yeah, not the first one. Can I delete that? I'm not sure if I can delete that one. Let me see here. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to delete something. I can remove it. Ah, sweet. Exocutioner, not Exo. Okay, Exocutioner. Yeah. I'm pricing that out, and in parts. Okay, in parts, I'm looking at like the carbon rails. I just rounded the printed parts to 30. It's going to be a little up or down somewhere in there. Links are about 50. That's for all the links, all that. Fusion Pro was 150. The Mias axles are about 170. Miscellaneous bolts, I just got that at like 15 bucks. It's probably under that by a pretty good bit. The deluxe shocks, I haven't priced them in a while, but I know those are pricey, but that's really what I prefer with this particular vehicle. That right there makes all the difference in the world, because it gets everything out of the way. Look at that. It gets everything out of the way for incredible turn. To me, that's a big deal. And then the OD3. And I'll give you guys a choice on the OD3. Do you want to get the real one from Deluxe for about 150, or do you want the knockoff off of Amazon for 40 bucks? Honestly, this is the $40 one in here. When I was told about the OD3, I didn't even realize it was a Deluxe transmission or that it was a knockoff of anything. Hey, $40 transmission on Amazon? Sweet. That was what my deal was. I forgot to order the skid. Robert Lockamy. Yeah, I saw that. Exocutioner. So, I mean, you're looking at about 700 bucks just in parts, and that doesn't include the servo, wheels, or tires. You know, servo, wheels, and tires puts it probably about $1,000 truck, in which, honestly, $1,000 for a comp truck, that's pretty average. Some go way higher. I don't know why or how, but some just go way higher. I got some that are a lot higher, actually. In fact, the Sam truck, that front end, I think, was about $280 just for the SCX Pro front end by Vitavon, just for the front axle. Okay, Jerry, appreciate it. I know how to source parts for Exo Bouncer. Yes, you do. How are we doing on that chassis and stuff? What Andy's talking about is we were working on making an Exo Bouncer, the 1/5 scale. Basically, it's so big I didn't really want to call it an RTR. I wanted to call it a turnkey because the thing's so big. But to try to produce those and have those available, not cheap, not at all, but I mean, it's something that we were working on. Mike, tell Holly I said hi. Good, working like crazy. Got to go Amazon out. I hear you, Andy. On the Mias axle if possible, I'm in for a set. Mike, all right? 1K for premium crawler is legit. I think so. I mean, I have a lot of parts and pieces around here. So when I put something together, like say this, you know, and this is still the printed chassis. Everything I'm showing you on this truck is with a printed chassis. I haven't even converted to the carbon yet. So yeah, the printed. And I'm out of the blues, going to be out of the blacks probably tonight, if not tomorrow. I think I still got a few of them in there. And then we got the wonderful pinkish red, maroon, whatever they are. Yeah, that red did not turn out like I'd hoped. Servo, wheels, and tires we can source. We all have our favorites. You're right, Andy. You are correct. Run. Yes, Frankie, you sure can. I have a different... Yeah, see, like this one right here is set up for the Fusion. It's 3S. I have these set up, which are more of an open floor plan, as I call it, for 4S for your Outrunner style motors. So yeah, I have two different setups right here. One for the Fusion and one for the Outrunner. And they are on the website. So yep, you certainly can. How far forward does your front axle sit? Well... I don't really know how to tell you this, but it's there. You can see how close it is to the motor. I mean, this is about as far forward as I can get it. I might could get another 0.5 millimeter out of there, but I really don't think it's going to be that important. Now, if you have a different servo or different axle with a sideways servo or something like that, you could move it a little bit, I guess, or bring it tighter. But these are the shortest links right here, the top links from Mias. So I'm hoping to see the Exocutioner, anybody that releases a chassis, which apparently now I'm a chassis builder guy, I guess. I don't know. I just got this one right here for now. We all hope to see it on the podium. Man, I got this, I got that, you know. I have sold over 100 of these. And you guys are just, support has been amazing. I cannot thank you guys enough. I know I'm going to get, 1, 2, 3, 4 that just can't stand it, hate it. I get that. Everybody has their fanboys, so I get that. But hopefully I can see some of these things on podiums, pictures. I want to see your builds. There's a guy local, he took the one of the pink chassis. He did some work for me here. Some electrical work in my room and all that. So I gave him a pink chassis with some pieces and all that because we'll work for parts, right? I'm like, sweet. Well, he took and put Red Cat that Everest 10 driveline underneath it. Now the frame is wide. It's not a narrow frame like what I have mine set up, but he actually made it work, which was really cool to see. How many were shipped to Oklahoma, Jerry Brown? I do not know. They are all over the place. Several different countries all around the world. All right. Flip it over. Flip what over? Somewhere no one knows it would be king. I hope so, Andy. Pat House. Pro Fusion. Dude, that Pro Fusion. I thought that when they did the Fusion SEs, I thought they were going to mess up their Pro sales. But the difference between the two is worth it. Especially on the startup RPM. Now, the Fusion SE dollar for dollar has got to be the best motor ESC combo on the planet right now. It really is. But if you're really going to comp it, the Fusion SE or the Fusion Pro, you got more tuning ability to it, and it's got a slightly slower startup rotation, and that's kind of important. So that is kind of important. Okay, one set of Muse axles. This is a carbon fiber kit too. You told us to email you. Here it is. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll make a note to see who needs them, all that stuff. So, 3 Fusion SEs and 23 Pros. That should tell you guys something right there. I have built VRD to it's in one that you built. So you want basically a slider is what you're after. It's flipped now using I know flapping lips. I don't know why it's flipped, but it is. I do see a little, there's something on the screen. The broadcast software usually a tick box. See, I see you got the flipper thing that just goes to the other camera. I see a microphone thing. I see a little shutter thing right here. I just don't know why it's doing it now. Highlight saved to your channel's unlisted video, the 5-minute. Oh, I don't want that. I don't know what I just did. Let me see. Is that part of? No, there's something here. What is this? I hope I don't mess it up here. Live chat, super chat, none. Okay. We'll get rid of that right there. That wasn't it. I see like a little purse thing right here. Let's see what that does. Pin to live stream, tag products, and then you can pin them. Ooh, I should tag my own stuff. All right, so I don't know why. It's never done this before, but it'll be all right. Figure it out. Oh, there's a mirror button on the broadcast software. Usually a tick box. Want to slap wheels and electronics and have fun. Okay. I will try to get all this stuff taken care of. I don't believe I can actually place the order until the 4th of February because they're all on their Chinese New Year. But I am working on some new stuff with Mias. So, and I'm trying to get this done. If it gets done in time, I think you guys are going to really like it. I'd love to have my own axles, in which I could totally have my own axles through them, but there's a minimum order quantity of 400. And even if my cost for these axles was $100, that's 40 grand that I would have to shell out. I don't have 40 grand to throw out for these axles, but I think they'd be really nice, especially if they're built the way I requested them. On the broadcast side, not the phone. Yeah, everything's from the phone here, and I'm not sure why it's backwards. Will be a menu spot, YouTube live application. It's probably on the app somewhere. Yeah, the 8x8 project is sitting there. I'm waiting for my Fusion 8s to come in. I'm gonna put 2 Fusion 8s in it. I think that'll be a good, simple setup for it. I mean, one Fusion 8 handled my 6x6, so I'm kind of thinking 2 of them will be good for there. Time for an OnlyFans. Yeah. Like, how? Justin Noble, how do I not have 40K? Buddy, oh, man. I wish I had 40K sitting around. Because, man, I tell you what. If I had 40K sitting around to buy these axles, say my cost on them will be $100 a set, you know, front and rear. They would sell for probably $180. So I would totally get my money back over relatively short time, especially if they're built the way I want them. So that would be the big thing, is if they're built the way I want them to be. Let's just say there's another manufacturer that just came out with his own portal, and I think they're garbage. But I'm not going to say who or what, but for some reason he did 1-to-1 in the portal drop boxes. I'm like, why? But regardless of all that, mine would not be that way. Dude, that 8x8, man, I thought about putting a chair on the thing. Question, what's the length of the drive shafts you're using on your new rig with the Mias links? That's funny because I've got that here and I have a pair of calipers. Oh, now I got to get to that front drive shaft. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. The rear drive shaft, pin to pin, is roughly 136 millimeters. The front drive shaft, and I'm going to kind of guesstimate this one a little bit here, pin to pin is right at 93 millimeters. So that will be the drive shafts that I'm using in here. Let me see here. Leak it. I know the inside escape. I cannot share this yet. It was something I was talking to him about, and I want to make it happen, but it would allow really, really good options in the axle department. I could probably get them made through Vidavon, but then you just went from $180 a set of axles to $400. Granted, with the Mias axles, I mean, these are a cast axle. They are not a billet CNC machine 70-75 axle. They are not, okay? It's a cast axle, cast aluminum housing and all that. So this is not a Vidavon housing. It's just not. But I've yet to have any issues with them either. So, and I love this whole dual U-joint thing. That is the future of this. Justin, did the chat die? I hope not. I haven't got any notifications of me being kicked off yet. Said last year you were a retired millionaire. I wish. Million in the past. Justin, you have purchased a lot of things, yes. 15-degree caster? I don't know what it's got. What wheels and tires are good upgrade for SCX 24 C10? Oh boy, I don't know about that, buddy. My whole SCX 24 knowledge is minimal. Did I see the new Team Corley Punisher 4S? I got an email where they're trying to get me to get one, but I just didn't do it. So, a Mius Capra axle is the same width. Pat House, you are correct. The difference comes in the C-hubs and all that. Look at that. So with these wheels and all set in like as far as you can go, I mean, you don't have anything hanging out to catch. You got a little bit right here, but it's so much better than the ones with the C-hubs that come all the way down and hang out here. So that was a big deal. And on the back, you can see there's literally like nothing hanging out back there. So that back end is clean, pass right on through anything. And that's a big deal for me. The internet would not lie. Any thoughts on the Cross RC TRX 10x10 other than expensive? I do like the Emo X, but I doubt I'll get any 10x10s. Not really sure what the use is for that. Well, the cutie line you made. Oh, Keone. So there's a line out there called Cliffhanger. And I actually completed that with this truck. Me, Keone was sitting out there, Bobby was out there, and we're just sitting there talking, chatting, blah, blah. And I jumped on that line, and this thing actually completed it. I went back to try to get it again because I wasn't recording at that time. Can you believe it? I wasn't recording at that time, and all of a sudden, could not get it again. But the cutie line is, you know how like when I do that one where I'm coming across it and I'm just hanging a tire like this right here on the edge, just driving all the way across it. It somehow managed to make the pull one time. And I haven't been able to replicate that. I'm going to try it again, but it has been conquered. We're going to have to just see if I can make it work. You swap the shock pistons in. I have not messed with the pistons in my Raminator yet. I've got the titanium stretched links by Vidavon. So it's possible I may be putting them in, but I got to get into the Raminator and check those axles. It kind of sounds a little bit ragged in there. The 10x10 has a design flaw, meaning it can't pull its own weight. Well, that is not good at all. About how much is this? About how much is this setup right here, Don? This is roughly $1,000. So this is roughly $1,000 right here. I mean, maybe a few dollars under since I've got the printed chassis on it, but roughly $1,000. Oh my God, has a pin in the transmission that shears. Well, that's not even that's even worse than just needing a better motor. Okay, so they got it fixed with a bigger pin. That's good. Well, Pat, with that thing up there, it's got 2 complete systems on it. Tom Lee's run was disappointing. You could tell it's not designed to run hard. My 12x12 based on the Trex is built to run hard. I want 25 miles per hour. Now you're doing a 12x12? Someone bought your new Raminator shop pistons and given you... yeah, I've actually sold quite a few of them. From what I've been told, they're working good. I haven't seen anybody send me any broken pictures back or anything like that, so I have to assume everybody's happy with it. That's all I can really tell you. Unless they send me an email that says, you know, hey, I love it. You know, it's like, sometimes it's like no news is good news. Hopefully everybody's happy with the Exocutioners, though. I really hope everybody's happy with that. Yes, Andy, you can have 7 Exocutioners for the price of 1 Exo Bouncer. Pros, inline, 3-gear transfer cases. So, 3 S6 Pros, inline, and 3-gear. Well, that's a lot of vehicle, Pat House. Will you be bringing it to Beat the Creek? Are you on the East Coast by any chance? Rabbit Bobcat. This is the knockoff transmission in here. So this is not the actual deluxe version. This is one for about $41 shipped on Amazon. Tell me we need a bass through axle. Like fishing. Oh, Wally. Oh, Wally. Yeah. I've made some progress, dude. Look, I'm glad Wally's on here. Wally is like a legendary racer. But look at this. I tested this today, Wally, but I ended up breaking it down here. I was hitting the wall hard enough that I actually flipped the car over like this right here. But I've got to get longer screws to support this better, and I think we'll be all set because I was hitting it pretty hard. But I am making progress on that whole front end of this thing, just so you know. And I'm not going to sit here and sell something that I don't absolutely know is going to hold up. So, yeah. It did good, though. I can send you some videos of the impacts I was putting it on. In fact, hang on. I might be able to show you guys real quick some of the impacts I was doing with it. Let me see. Here's a 14. That was that one. Make this thing rotate so you guys can actually see this. Yeah. All right, we're going to... All right. I want you guys to see what I was doing with this thing. This is the car as I was testing that piece. I got to test this thing, man. So, I mean, it took a lot of abuse before it finally popped, but I think I'm going to be all right. I just got to finish that final little design flaw out of it. And I really think it'll be a Where it broke is on the bumper. You got that little piece that comes down and drops into the diffuser, spoiler, whatever you want to call it, splitter, and I can't beat that up anymore. So what I can do, it broke right at, you might be able to see it right here, right at the top of the bolt. So right there at the top of the bolt. So if I put a longer bolt in, it'll go all the way up into here, and I think we'll be good to go. I think. But the body posts go in, everything lines up perfectly, body sits right on it like it's supposed to. So it's just something I got to make sure it's right before I say, hey, I got them, you know. Period transmission, or does Deluxe think that's a bad idea? I have not physically compared them, but to my knowledge, they are an exact duplicate all the way to the titanium outputs. I mean, I think they are. What I think happened was he went through China, the absolute cheapest possible outsourcing way that you can go, and that never really works out. So I think that's why we have this for $40, to be honest with you. I've been working with Arthur at Vidavon for, I guess, about 7 or 8 years. But he has made and still makes American-made products for different companies over here. And I can get anything I want out of Arthur except for those products, because Arthur actually honors the contracts and his agreements, which tells me a lot about Arthur, that, you know, this guy is actually pretty good. So I had no hesitations at all about sending my STLs for the chassis. I priced out getting skids made out of Delrin. My cost per skid is $25 though, made out of Delrin. So I'd have to sell for probably $34 for a Delrin skid. And who's going to pay $34 for a Delrin skid? You know? And it can't be a spring. It's got to hold the diffuser thing up and lock it into place. But got to have some give. So hopefully hopefully I can get it worked out, because I know Wally's been asking for this for quite a while. The blue frames, I've got to wait for Vidavon to come back from their holidays. So when Vidavon comes back from the holidays, believe me, I'm trying to get, I know I can get more blues. Obviously I can get more blacks. I really want to get some greens, maybe some oranges, or some gold colors too. I'd like to get those. Jeremy, what's up? 8 shocks. Jeremy T, what's up, buddy? If it's constitutional carry moving, otherwise lifestyle friendly. I have no idea what you guys are talking about there. Start the party. 4th of July finna be lit. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I got talking Chinese knockoffs, addicted. We were racing at Swanee on Saturday. Bring them for me to test. I'm probably not going to be able to get out there, but I should have something for you. What you need is a 2.5 millimeter countersunk screw, and it needs to be about 20 millimeters long. I can find these on like McMaster Car and online, but they got a 1.5 hex in them. Losi has these, and they got the 2 millimeter hex. Those are the ones I need. Now, obviously, because they say Losi on them, is obviously way more expensive, though. I don't think Delrin is needed either. I mean, these skids, I mean, these things are just phenomenal. And just so you guys know, this is normal PLA. This isn't even the good carbon stuff. And it's holding up fine for me. In fact, most of the printed stuff that I'm using is not the better quality stuff I'm selling. And it's holding up fine, which tells me the better quality stuff should be flawless. Paid more for the Delrin flat skid in my Capra. Well, see, if the thing about my skid is this is not just a simple, flat grater blade. There's a lot to this. So this will take a lot of machining. I mean, granted, he would be able to machine out and take some stuff out of it, you know, but Nielsen, one fin of Vidifon. I know, Clayton, I know. I would. A lot to pay. I'll talk to Arthur and see if I can get the minimum quantity down. And then I would have to send him the updated, newest version STL that I've got. He has a slightly older version. So I'm unboxing a King Sling. Nice. So you guys would actually want the Delrin. King Sling is a bad machine. I can come Friday after 12 o'clock to pick up some. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. If you want to go do Bono's or Mexican place or grab a bite to eat, Wally, we can totally do that. You just got to have longer screws. If not, they're going to pop the same way mine did. But yeah, I can have you. I will try to get you about 3 of them if that's what you want. Take them, give them out where you're at, and beat on them. Drive them like you normally do. And just give me the feedback to tell me whether or not these are actually something I can put on the site, you know, and charge a few bucks for. K&K, awesome hardware in stainless and black. See, I haven't actually looked at K&K yet. I love the LMT. I'm so old. Delrin was a super material. The shop teacher showed us $300 for a small rod of it. In the 1900s. Yeah, Pat Delrin. Read into that what you will. Peer pressure wins again. I mean, I'll ask. I mean, if I could get, say, 30 of them and not have to, you know, get like 150 or 200 of them, I think it would work. And then I would have to get them, you know, kind of a split between the OD or the Reef's OD skid or the Deluxe Portal, because this is actually the Portal skid right here. This is the Deluxe Portal transmission. That's what that one is. The other one has multiple pieces in it. Not bad with $100 off to boot. Okay. Got the hardware. Get the hardware for the skid. Okay, so the hardware for the skid, the 35 millimeter ones, I got like 20 left. Okay. I posted up. I couldn't find them. I ordered them like previously. They were here in 2 weeks. Then I'm checking. I'm like, man, where's my order at? It's been over a week and I hadn't heard anything from them. Well, they haven't even got the things in. It'll be like mid-February. So I posted up about that possible issue. And then I ordered some 25 millimeter ones, which they'll work, but they don't really spread the load like what I like. If you spread the load over a longer area, you effectively have a stronger piece, and it would not be spreading it all the way like I want. So, but then Cody mentioned McMaster Car, and I'm like, I used to deal with McMaster Car a lot, right? But they never pulled up when I was doing my Google searching. But I went to them and I found some 30 millimeters, and the 30 millimeters are going to be fine, and they're supposed to be here tomorrow, so there won't be any interruption in shipments or any of that stuff. So, and I still have the 35s on order. I ordered like another 150 of them, I think it was. Still holding my like. Need a set of rails to some other channels. See what they do. I think they've already ordered them. I know Hardcore Links. Yeah, Hardcore Links. He actually ordered one, and I didn't realize it until after I dropped it off, and I need to message the guy. I'm like, all he needed to do was message me and say, hey, I need to build some links off your chassis. I would have sent him something, you know, just to get parts, because I want aftermarket support. I want you guys to get this thing and design all kinds of stuff around it. I want that. Aftermarket is everything, and I want the aftermarket support. I really do. Justin Noble, that has been discussed. That has been discussed, but you're probably talking definitely a Delrin skid on that. That's a whole lot of truck. It would be interesting, wouldn't it? When you entertain Andrew for his like, what is he holding on his like for me to say his last name? Andy Surrey. Ah, I'm good. I don't need that anymore. All right, I have finally said it. You should actually on short links or longer angled ones. Now, if you get these only come with a single bend, but you can shorten it up a little bit by just adding a little bit of a bend on there. But these just have a single bend, and honestly, they're running fine. I did have the double bend on it before, and that was really good. But these right here, I've not had a bit of issue with just the single bends up here. Now, with the skid, if you notice the tabs right here, these are meant to be trimmed. So if they, you got the like, huh? They're meant to be trimmed. Like I trimmed mine a little bit on the links. Kind of hard to see. If you look at the drive shaft, you'll see the drive shaft has a little bit of a impression in there, right? What you do, you put this on. You have all your angles of the dangles and all correctly. Then you put your drive shaft in there and you just drive it. Take the tires off or whatever. Drive it and just hold your axle down. And that drive shaft will actually clearance itself. I know it sounds bad, but it's the only way to get a perfect clearance for your drive shaft. And this way, because if you use a different transmission, you use a different this, a different that, this gets you perfection right there. So that is it. And I do have a rough draft, basically, for the SCX-10-3 AR-45 rear. I've actually got one that fits the axle housing. It's just not contoured correctly yet. I got a little bit of work to do there. Canadian weather soon. Make it happen, buddy. Justin, yes. Let's hope the V2 LMT releases soon. I haven't heard much about the V2 LMT. I heard somebody talk about Exocutioner, which would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? I'd take the E and put an O in there. But yeah, Bad Company, dude. That Bad Company monster truck, that whole mirror paint job is amazing, isn't it? Always no hesitation. Thank you, Lunchbox. You sorry for the win. Thank you. What's up? That build is killer, by the way. I think that rear skid for my El Chopra build. Now, this skid, unless you have these axles, it only fits these axles. I do not think they'll fit at all the regular Capra. In fact, I know they won't. So they only fit these axles. I'm working on, as the orders slow down and plane out, I'm kind of expecting a second surge when I get the new carbon chassis in and all that. So I can actually start working on designing some more parts and pieces. One guy asks about putting the Exocutioner on a trail. So I said, well, it only takes a 650 milliamp battery. I said, well, that's not going to get me far. So I may do, like, say, a full-size battery in the back, which really is not what this truck is meant for. But if he wants to run it on the trail and he wants to put a big battery in it, you know, make it happen, right? What color chassis is coming in? I have no idea yet. I know definitely some blues. I'll probably order, I might just order like 80 sets of blues this time. I only ordered 30 this past time and they're gone. So I'll probably order 80 of those. I really want to get some greens, like a Gravedigger green. I want to get some green in here. See if he can make that happen. I'd like to get a beautiful bright red, not this magenta, whatever it was. So that was a little bit off, but the blue is a nice, beautiful silver blue, man. Really nice there. Still need a rear skid for the F10. Yes, I do got that one. Forget about the Karoma P2 giveaway, pinned at the top. You're right, Addicted. I appreciate that. Drag strip on your remaining property. I don't really have the shutdown room. I have enough room to take off, but my shutdown room would be in the woods. Probably not a good thing. It's a metal axle similar to Vanquish. I know they kind of knocked off Vanquish pretty hard on the plastic stuff, the VRD axles, except it's a center diff, not the driver's side diff. 10 F10 rear skid. Keone, is the plastic F10 different than the metal F10? I've got a metal F10 here. I might need to see if I can get a plastic F10. I'm not sure. My hair is laying down today. I'm not sure why. What about your links on F10 axle? I believe the top links are a little bit too long for F10 rear. Keone did this. You were able to make it go, or did you have to find a shorter link for the top of that? When I do my order for the Mias again, I'm going to order, because these are the 135s, I'll order some 130 and 125s and 120s on there as well. So I'll have different setups, and what I'll probably end up doing is do like F10 rear links. You know, try to categorize them a little bit. So if I can do that, I think it'll make it easier for your build. If you're building an F10 truck, it'll be nice to get axle or links that will fit those axles, right? So ooh, we must be talking about batteries. Yes. Yes, you're right. And you can, the guys that are running the 450s and they're burning up the servos because they're too crazy and they just don't want to put a bigger battery in there, they could also do that with their 450s. The same exact thing you're doing, get more capacity and not burn up servos. See, the problem with selling the files is that once you sell them one time, they're just gone. They're out there. They'll end up on Thingiverse, and then it's like, man, I spent 3 days on that. I sold the file for $4, and now it's gone. So generally speaking, I don't sell my files. And yes, I am due for a haircut. And it's nice and fluffy right now, though. Actually pretty nice. Design the parcel. Right there, the longer his hair gets, the bald he is. I'm gonna have one of the big old comb overs when I get older. Harvey's, what's up? Luger crawler isn't necessarily a good trail truck, but I agree on trot. I agree, yeah. And this transmission is for, you know, straight axles, I believe, so it's definitely geared down quite a bit. I have not been using hair conditioner. This is whatever body wash I found on the bottom of the bathtub. What gear are you running? 1816 is not. Mine is a 2300 with a 17 tooth. So I got way more. You might need to go whatever the maximum tooth count for this transmission is. Maybe it's a 19 or 20 tooth. You're going to want to definitely gear that all the way up. You did use the same links. Okay. Yeah, it's too long. Oh, now yeah, it's too long. Okay. What's your twin nitro? What's your go-to axle for custom crawler build? Buddy, for me, man, I am really liking these double U-joint axles. I know Upgrade RC, they have the double U-joints for your SCX Pro axles. You can get those, but man, I really like these, man. I really do. I'm just hoping to get something special made. If I'm trying to talk them into do it. I'm trying to talk them into making it under a different name. Because if I get them made specifically for me, this is kind of one of them deals to where Mias, I like Mias, but I don't exactly, I wouldn't trust them with my STL files like I would Arthur. So if I was to get a special axle, also my OD3 is 48 pitch. Mine is not 32 pitch. Mine is 48 pitch. what was I gonna, if I was to get a special axle legit made for me, I would have to go Vidavon because I trust Arthur. The way Mias works, I don't know that I could trust them with that kind of a proprietary, only me thing, you know? I don't know that I could trust them to really keep that under wraps. It would probably end up like these other things, like this knockoff transmission, for example. That's kind of where I'm thinking it would be at if I shared something like that with Mias. So I'm trying to get them to make them under their own name, their own brand, with a little bit different name to the axles, but have it be their axle. If I can do that, then we'll at least have the axle. It won't have my name on it. I don't care. But at least we'll have the axle and we'll be good to go, right? It's a benefit for everybody. Well, if 17 is max for the OD3, then mine is maxed out. What ate the rear upper link size? Mine are 130. I don't know what ate your upper link. Let's look 40. For custom builds, so for my favorite axle, SCX Pros. I like the SCX Pro axles too. Now I mentioned that. Thanks for clearing that up. I need to go OD3 Deluxe. If you're going to be running the portals like I'm running, go ahead and get that 17 tooth. Go ahead and get that, buddy. 88. I see 86 of you guys and 56 likes. Well, 57 likes. I'd like to see 60 if possible. Jason Clark, what's up, buddy? Yes, Wally, your little pink hand right there flapping in the wind. Exo Unlimited personal axle set 1 of 1,000. Dude, I do not have the cash to throw down for 1,000 of anything right now, unless it's 1,000 pennies. What are your thoughts on Rhino chassis? I haven't seen the Rhino chassis. Okay, so you got only 105. See, I'm going to order a whole bunch of different links when I get the Mias. Would I do a bully build or a crazy MOA build? You know, it's kind of something I've been thinking about. I don't know. I really don't know if it would benefit to put the deluxe axles into this. What do you think, Keone? Keone's like a professional MOA type driver guy. Do you think it would be worthwhile to try to put the deluxe axles into this? I really don't know. I mean, it would be neat, I guess. Maybe. Come smash it in a hurry. Let me see. Oh, 71 now. I missed it when y'all hit 69. Oh, well. I wanted to see that. I would not use RC four-wheel drive axles, no. I would use the deluxe fab axles. I forget what they're called. They're nice axles. Possibly outdated by today's standards, though. Arlo OT, best battery to put in it. EFT. Oh, I believe they use the little 2800 milliamp 3S's, right? I'd probably just stay with a stock battery. Yeah, I did find some 30 millimeters as well. Just needs a stick. No shocks. I don't know, man. I kind of like shocks and stuff. Keone says, nope. Trade you XR10 Mantis for one of my builds. I've got some pretty horrible builds. So, SS Deluxe. No. Hepburn, sorry. XR10. Sorry for your loss. Super Lights Deluxe Fab Axles. Yeah, that's what I got. I didn't know what it was. Come out and comp with us at Little Rock City this weekend. Man, I hope to one day be able to go and travel and do all that kind of comp stuff. One thing about having a park in your backyard, you kind of become married to your own park. So I'm kind of stuck back here. Today I was working on the oval. I'm finally getting the oval taken care of. Here, let me show you this. I know Mike Kirby from K&K called me, but I wasn't able to answer. Can't talk on live. Maybe he has the screws that I need. If he does, I'll get them things ordered like quick. He does Team K&K, so he may have exactly what I need. Let me see, what am I looking at? I'm doing this right here with the oval. Let me show you guys. See what you guys think about this. I 3D printed some bumpers. Okay. The green's a little bit harder coming in though. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Let me see if I can show this to you. The green is when you come into the corner, and the red is when you leave the corner. And yet everything is, backwards here. But those are 3D printed TPU bumpers that I'm putting on the inside. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the runners between the turns, but I'm thinking about some 1x1 stainless or something like that. 1x1, aluminum tubing or something, just to make it where it'll work out well. And the plywood there, that is marine treated, waterproofed, everything in the world. So it should work out pretty good, hopefully. So that way, if you're getting into the red before the green, then you know you're going backwards. Hopefully people will have enough common sense to understand that. West Desert Wheeler, what's up, buddy? This is the Exocutioner right here. This is mine that just released last Tuesday right here. So send me a message on Instagram. Maybe I can get you fixed up. I think you'll like it. It works best with the Mias axles though. Now this servo, eventually I'll get my order from Reese. I got a 900 LP, which will take care of that hanging down right there. So hopefully that'll not be an issue soon. But yeah, now this is the printed chassis right here as well. Uses deluxe shocks. I've got the offsets on there. And the reason for the offsets is, watch this right here. Get that in. You can see how it gets all the way into there, the turn. So that's the whole reason for that right there. And it lowers it, allows the front end to sit better where I like it and all that. So hopefully, yeah, send me a message on Instagram. See if we can figure something out, dude. I think you'd like it. Gotta build a capper with it. Like that. Spread the word. New RC off-road park coming soon. Northeast Alabama. Northeast Alabama. How far are you away from Cherokee Rock Village? Because I go to Cherokee like at least 5 times a year. Thank you, Addicted. I appreciate that. Hit those bumpers. Oh, man. I hope they hold up, man. I really do. I really hope they hold up. They're made out of TPU. TPU is really tough, but we're going to really get to see how that TPU holds up out in the summer sun, because it's about to start getting hot. But where desert clock the link. Oh, okay, spell check. When things are misspelled, I read them wrong. I'm telling you guys. Scale build going 4.19. What you recommend venting them, buddy? And any tire that I put a really nice insert in, whether it's mine or somebody else's, I always vent the tire. This way, atmospheric temperature can't affect it. I had a picture here of some. It was the J Concepts Boss Man's. He was running my inserts, but he did not vent his tires. And when he put the tires together, it was in the warm of his room, and they were really cold outside. I want you guys to look at how much they sucked in. Look at that. And these inserts that I gave him, they were a little bit too skinny to begin with, so it's even worse than normal. For underdrive. Aaron, dude, I think anywhere from 37 to 40% is the sweet spot. I know some guys will tell you 50 and 55 and 60%. Some of these guys run so much overdrive, they don't call it a rear axle. They call it a drag axle. So, and literally, they're dragging that axle around. No kidding. Lee Hepburn, thank you, buddy. James. What's the Exocutioner? Again, how much the Exocutioner is. This one right here is about $1,000. And we're talking everything. Fully RTR, tires, wheels, everything. So this is about $1,000 right here. Oh, yeah, looks like a truck I like. West Desert, yes, sir. 1 hour from Cherokee. 1 hour from Cherokee. That may not be too bad. I may have to come visit you guys. Do my wheel welts fit the deluxe wheels? No, these are only set for the cheap Amazon wheels. There were some deluxe wheels here. I think Keone had them, and the bolt pattern was a little bit different. Now these, you'll notice that looks a little bit odd right there because these have a different offset on them. They lock into the inner ring of the wheel, and I've physically got the insert set to pull the tire in to narrow it up. If you look at it, the furthest thing sticking out is the wheel nut. Look at that on my big shiny forehead. So that's about as narrow as I can get this thing to go. Send you howdy, yes. Yeah, he called me. Oh, in fact, he's texting me right here. We'll do live for another, what are we doing, 49 minutes? Let me see, 2.5, I'm going to message him, metric 2.5 by 20, socket, head, countersunk, bolts, what I need. All right, let's see what he can come up with. All right, Mike Kirby. I found one of the wire harness for the T-Max Easy Start if you want it. I'll take it. It's gonna build. Just waiting on my 650 million battery. Nice. Yeah, dude, those 650s, they just slide. Do I have one here? Yeah, I do. This is what I really like about this, man. And I get 25-30 minutes runtime just messing around. Got a little bit of Velcro on the back, right? That's it. You're in. That is that. I've yet to have one come out in a crash. The body is right over top of it as well, but really, I've crashed this thing, and I've not even found this up against the body, to be honest with you. Super simple, super easy. Pop it in, pop it out. So that works really nice for me. All right. Yeah, I will. I'll get with Logan here. See if he's already messaged me. If he has, I'm gonna get him set up because I'd like to see one of my chassis on his channel. To be honest with you, I think he'd like it. But we'll have to see. Let me see here. All right, so now that you guys are slacking off here, maybe I can catch my breath. Why do you need fans? It's just a crawler. I've never needed a fan in a crawler. I'm not sure why you would need fans in a crawler. Typically, if you're stalling your crawler that hard, I mean, I don't know what you're doing wrong there, buddy. That's a lot of hard driving there. I've never had the Fusion get hot like that. Oh, on a basher. I would not run these on a fan of a basher. You're talking something like a hyperflow fan. No, I would not do it. I would run them off of your big battery. This way, at least you have LiPo protection, LVC protection. You'll run these things flat dead. It's only 650 milliamps. I would not run them on there. Rapid fire time. Bring it. And like, no, this is not the new studio. But Tomorrow, I should have most of my lights up. Tomorrow, the ceiling is up. The back wall has been painted again. When I'm in the studio, you'll see a big old blubbery guy hanging out like this, but it'll be black behind me. I'm going to start trying to do some really cool thumbnails, like Kevin Talbot, ooh, doing all that kind of stuff like that, you know? I want to try to do some cool thumbnails, and I think I can get it in there. I can't really do that with all this mess behind me here. Yeah, the new studio, I will absolutely 92% sure that I will be in the new studio for next Tuesday's live. I got to make sure my internet is good too. I put my little Wi-Fi booster in there, but getting my Wi-Fi into the metal building seems to be an issue. But when this live is over, I'm going to go out there to the room and see if it's operational. Maybe it is. But with that, I've still got another, I don't know, maybe 30 vehicles to take out there. Maybe more. I don't know. I don't even know how many I got at this point. I've lost count. Putting up a build kit on your website. I'll join you before I get... Dude, Wally, that is one of the things I really want to do. I would absolutely love to have a guest, and we can actually literally be right here. Kind of like when Red Cat does their live. It's like two people talking back and forth. I think that'll be a good thing, man. Can the skid be a blank one? The skid being a blank isn't really all that good of an idea for the way this is set up. I know you guys are asking for the blank one, and I have an idea on a way to make a blank one. I just got to figure out how to do it to where with the printed skid, they are, if I print this solid, it'll be ungodly heavy, to be honest with you. I use about a 50 to 60% infill, and that's really solid. Up here towards the ends, this is 100%. It's 100% at least to about right about here, I think so, somewhere around there. This way you can trim these off a little bit, but to make it, like, say, if this is normal 50% infill, you know, if you drill a hole through there and there's no boss, you like the holes right here, they're bossed in there. There are lines around this, okay? And so that's what creates support for the hole when you tighten the bolt up. So there's quite a bit to these, and this right here's got probably 2,000 revisions, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just a lot of, that's not mess, that's a bunch of fun. I don't know, dude. What is that blue thing back there? Oh, that's a bin of some kind. You can use plug-in Wi-Fi booster. Right, see, that's what I've got, and I've got that out there in the in there right now. It takes a while for it to boot up, so hopefully it'll be powered up by the time I get off of here in about 42 minutes. Torpedo, dude, I would love to do a live like that, man. Just sitting here, bang, 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 firing off. Chances are good he would set his camera up to be live at the same time I am, which I think will be phenomenal, dude. Yeah, that would be awesome. I guess on Exocaged Live, show everyone how much I know you crawling. I show everyone how much I know you crawling. What, Wally? I show everyone how much I know you crawling. You feeling all right, dude? What kind of router do I have? I don't. This is all 3D printed. So, you need a mesh system. Well, it is meshed in there. But I build everything to where all the holes have walls, so they support everything right. Super soft cheat codes, pro codes, front, sound like a good setup. Man, when I was messing around with the cheat codes and pro codes and all that, honestly, I prefer the pro codes in the back. And let me tell you, the cheat codes, they really don't like to slip sideways. They really like to hold that, where the Pro codes, because they have the foam back here, you get a little bit. And the Pro codes allows that back to drop easier when you're kind of doing the whole steering thing than having the cheat codes in the back. But currently, I build all of my stuff with the Pro codes now. I just go straight to Pro codes. I just got a Kaiju X370. Dude, the Kaijus are good trucks. Mike, buddy, it has changed so much, hasn't it? It has changed so much. Know about crawling. Okay. No internet router, a mesh router for the... Oh. You're talking about that kind of router. I'm talking about like a wood router. I'm like, okay, my brain was not correct. I've got the nice fiber router all the way to the inside, you know. I mean, that's as good as I guess what I can get from Xfinity. I hope. Jerry Brown, yeah, he was talking about Wi-Fi. I'm thinking a wooden router. I'm like, I'm not routing anything out, man. Clayton, yes, you're right. Do you know if Mias will restock Capper Axle? Yes, they will. So, Exocutioner. I don't want to get everything, but don't want to get everything if I can't get the axles. Tim03, yes, I'm also planning to stock axles as well. So as I get emails in from everybody that wants these axles, I may try to do a when everything is set in stone and I know that they're on their way, I'll be able to collect. So because that's gonna be a big bill I got to foot out for that one. Right. Even split screen, reefs, homes, hobbies. Now, I've actually done where you can bring on a guest with Axial before. I've done that, but it's been quite a while back. Years of live. I wish Kyosho would do more. Kyosho has always just kind of been their own little thing, you know? They used to do a lot more. I don't think so. I don't think the cheat codes will get the back on that, because the cheat codes, they don't like to slide. The Pro codes will slide easier on the back. Cheat codes, they don't like to slide. Justin Noble, buddy, I love the cheat. I love the Pro codes, man. Orbi mesh system. I've never even heard of an Orbi mesh. I've heard of Orbis. I've never heard of an Orbi mesh. Would that be something I could just like connect at the back door and then send it out there or something? I do not know anything about that. I just didn't know Hobby Grum. I want to go brush this. Any suggestions? CM. Yeah. Actually, I do. Send me an email. I actually have I've got the Furitech system, I believe, with the 1/8 shaft in there. Exocaged RC at yahoo.com. Yeah, I have, I also have, speaking of Furitech, I also have a few of their new Python micros. Keone has a couple of them. Oh, LC Paul, I see you, buddy. So everyone, sorry I'm late. Marcus finally shows up. Just went to rear and let him go. Where you been? Just gave up the secret of life. I had a 5-gallon bucket full of ice on my Kaiju. Just the front right tire looked like a bomb went off. Probably running 40 miles an hour. There you go. There you go, Tim. The system has multiple access points that basically all work together. Well, that's kind of what I've got with my booster. It works with my signal to supposedly allow everything to flow. So hopefully I should be able to go out there, because as it is right now, I can't get... Our cell phone signal isn't very good. That building is grounded really good. So we have very little cell phone signal and everything out there. Very little. Wait, with that setup. I don't have a scale with me. With this exact setup, though, I'm not sure. I want to say it's in the middle fives. I do not know why everything is backwards tonight, LC Paul, but everything is backwards. What CAD program am I designing on? I've got to upgrade to Fusion eventually, but I'm building all this stuff on Tinkercad. Booster, not an extender like Mesh is. Bro, I'll run Cat 5 cable to your new studio. I think I have Cat 5 cable. I used to have a big roll of Cat 5 because I used to do all kinds of data, all kinds of it. But that's a really good idea. Yeah, I may have enough Cat 5 here. I may even still have the crimper for the plug. Dude, I hadn't even thought about that, Keone. That's a good idea. Okay. I gotta check my shed. I got the old Cat 5. Now they got, well, when I did my Cat 5, it was 28 years ago. So the Cat 5 E something they got now or something like that. But hey, even if the old Cat 5 I got is good, it'll work. That will absolutely be awesome, dude. I did not think about that. And then I can just plug that right into the router I've got, and then take that right over to the router right into the building. Is it Cat 7? Yeah, Cat 5E. Yeah, the Cat 5E. Cat 6. Dude, I used to, way back in the day, I actually did this thing called blown fiber. Have any of you guys heard of that? Instead of pulling fiber strands in, we were literally pulling in tubes. Then you hook up like a nitrous tank. The nitrous tank will flow into it, and it pushes the fiber strands. You put 6 strand, 8 strand, whatever you want in there, and it was just the strands. It wasn't like shielded or any of that stuff. And the nitrous would blow through good, clean, dry air and would actually wibble it all the way down through, all the way out the other end. It would travel about this fast right here. It would just, like a little train, it would just work all the way through now. The fiber now. Get a cheap router. Well, see, I've got that booster, and that booster has Cat 5 inputs and outputs on it, so maybe I could just simply go right into the booster and come right out of this Wi-Fi router right into that booster. That would work. That would be phenomenal, man. I'd have really good internet in there. Sorry, Mike Kirby. Yep, live for another 30 minutes. Using it in business runs all the time. You can do that Cat 6. It isn't much more, but not necessary. How far of a run is it? It might be around the 100-foot mark. I remember long time ago when I used to do this, it was around 100 foot, and then we had to put the hubs in, the stations, all that stuff like that. So yeah, I think I have some old Cat 5 here. I think I kept an old roll. Back when I used to do this, I was driving the old truck. I was driving down Blaney Boulevard, and you know how you put your pipes in, you take a shop vac, and you pull a little wad of paper with a string on it, you pull that through, and man, somebody had a whole bucket of jet line, and this jet line came loose. It was probably for miles, just all the way down the highway, just jet line, just all the way down the highway. Man, I was like, oh my goodness, somebody's going to get that wrapped up in their axle or their drive shaft. Man, it was crazy. I said hi. Doug Petrick says hi. Oh, it changed your name to Petry. Petryk. So you're gonna sound like a lot of fun, but then second, now you know your router plug Cat 5. You need a router to plug the Cat 5 or 6 into the new studio. Sulfur in it for taste. Well, I'm not sure what this had. It was like a nitrous or some kind of a real dry air. Right. See, I remember there being a certain limit that we could go to when I was doing the installs for the schools and all that stuff. It was around 100. Now, granted, I'm not going to tell you that I didn't push it to 130 or 140. I did. Absolutely. I put in a lot of that stuff, man. Oh, man, I was working at I was down in Port St. Lucie at a USPS warehouse, man. They had the galleys in there, and the galley is painted flat black at that time. And then about every 15 feet was one light bulb. Man, it was the craziest thing. But everything was padded to where it was, if you were over somebody's head, they wouldn't know it. And they had little funnels at the bottom of it to where it would funnel the sound up. You could actually listen to everything going on down below. So it was like for spying on everybody putting the packages in at USPS. It was kind of crazy. They even had the overlooks all over the place, and they even had them in the bathrooms. However, at that time, they were painted on the inside to where they could not be scraped off. I thought that was a little odd, but at one point, they could actually spy on you in the bathroom. So, yeah, a little bit on the crazy side there, but it was interesting. I think it was called a Petri dish. Working on the 8x8. I'm waiting for the, I got some Fusion 8s on the way for it. I want to put a Fusion 8 front, Fusion 8 rear. That's going to be my power. The way it's set up, though, the way the axle, where the drive shafts are, I want to see if I can connect it. But I also kind of want to be able to do front dig, rear dig, and all that as well. It's just kind of one of those things. I would like to maybe design, if the outputs are in line, like what I think they are. I haven't really put the two halves together yet. It will be awesome to make like a dig unit per se that can engage both transmissions together or disengage. I think that would be pretty cool. No, you can use the fusions like that together. I have 4 of them in my Sherp. So, and in my MOA, I've got 2 of them in there. It totally works. I take the red wire out of one of them. So one of them's kind of like the master and the other one's the slave. Fusion 8 in a Rift. If you can fit a 1/8 motor in there, it'll go. Can use router and make a 3D render of the environment. Let me clear my table here. We're about to get a visitor. We're about to get a visitor. There he is. I knew it. I knew I was about to get the visitor. Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. So Chainsaw, I'm curious to see what you end up with on your build, man. I'm seeing your stuff on the Instagram. This cat is getting beefy. He's getting beefy. He's got a little gut to him too. He doesn't like it when I pinch his belly. He doesn't like it at all. What are you doing? I already fed you today. You don't need any more to eat. But it should be a 12-volt washer fluid motor from a car. Oh my God, dude. Speaking of that, there is a guy here, Tim. He brought it to go surf fishing on the ocean and all that, right? All right, surfer, you're being a bad guy. Down. He brought that out here, and he basically made a 4-wheel drive wheelbarrow. And I forget the drive axles that he got, but it had like the big motors in them, and it has an actuator for the steering. So when he gets this thing out here, again, I told him I want to make a video on it. It is going to be amazing. And it looks like it's beefy enough to carry somebody easy. So, yeah. So we got 25 minutes to go. I kind of want to get out there and check that. Yeah. Kitty cat was being mean. That was when Surfer becomes Surter. Yeah, you called him Surter. Yeah, he is. Yeah. All right, so you guys are being awful slack here. All right, what can I... Oh, I do have something to show you. And this is something I'm going to try. The new T2 transmitter by Radiolink. This right here, I'm going to put on... I want to try this. I'm going to put this on this right here. This is Keone's Super. So the goal here is to have one stick on the front motor and steering, the other stick on the rear and drive and steering. So that is the goal. So it'll take a lot of coordination, and it's going to be an interesting thing. This is a pretty mean by Exo.us as well. So, yep, I'm looking forward to this. I won't be able to, drive one-handed with that because I'm going to have to drive with two hands. How are Exocutioner sales going? There's over 100 of them out there, at least. I know that because I've got about 22 of the 35mm bolts left, and I ordered 150 of them. So, yeah. My dual motor trucks with stick radios. Yeah. How many of the 100 are done? How many of the 100 are done? I don't know. Maybe a dozen? Maybe? I don't know. How many are still available? It depends, Billy. If you want a printed one, I can print them until my printers die or I run out of filament, one or the other. Addicted, man, I would love to see a 1/5 Typhon. I really would. 2.5 by 20 countersunk screw. That's what you need. Yes, I have some black carbon fiber left. All the blue are gone. I also have the reddish looking ones. Between all the printers, it depends on how crazy the day is. All I know is since the chassis release, I probably went through 10 rolls of the PLA carbon fiber. I tested with some ABS and it was too brittle. I was able to take the ABS. I tested with one of these. I did this right here and it just popped right off. That won't work. But I can use the ABS for other things, different parts and pieces and all that. And maybe the settings were wrong. Maybe I cooked the ABS or something and made it brittle. I'm not sure, but ABS is supposed to be strong, but right now the carbon fiber is the strongest that I've got. So that's what I'm going with. You say that. So you know, I'm the pick of the litter, the cream of the crop. Just like and subscribe. TNC Davis, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I realize it'll be a minute before I drive it. Well, drive it in your living room. How much does it cost to build the chassis? The chassis, the printed chassis is like 30 bucks. The carbon chassis is 70, and then you build it as you want it. Like if you want to build your own links, you can save 50 bucks right there. You can probably get it. You should be able to get it for 65 to maybe 130 depending on whether you're doing the printed or the carbon, and that's without the links. The links, I had to charge extra for the links. I couldn't just throw those out there. But yeah, PLACF dictated jelly ruled. If you want to build me a bad crawler, what do I need to bring you? If I want you to build, if you want to build a bad to the bone crawler, get the Exocutioner and put it together, buddy. More scale hard bodies. That's just basically a class 1 or a class 0 thing, isn't it? Oh no. I want that McRib to be available all year round and a 1/5 scale lowrider. Get yourself, find the Losi the little car. Get that and run that low. That's a 1/5 lowrider. You can do that. Right? Red Cat, stop sucking. Yeah, Red Cat's doing good. About the only scale hard bodies you're gonna find, really. Now the HPI, the little 1/18 truck, that may be a Lexan body, but it's thick enough to be a hard body, to be honest with you. Really good, solid little body. It really is. They got to look at a whole lot of things other than just one guy wanting a vehicle. Traxxas is the new Red Cat. 1/5 low rack and his switches. Through 100. All right, so guys, hopefully Wally's trying to get ready because he wants these braces pretty bad for this NASCAR. So I think with the longer screws up in there, I think we'll be good with this design. It's just I did break them when I was smacking the wall today. I was testing it pretty good. But anyway, we'll have to see because I'm going to get Wally a couple of them, let him take them with him to the track. They can put them on and do some real world race testing for me. So that's the best way to test them. I mean, I can hit a wall like anybody, but race situation, you're hitting a wall, you got this. In a race, you're hitting another vehicle. It could be pushing up, it could be pushing down, it could be flipping things sideways and all over the place. So yeah, make a deal with Apple and release the iSpend 17. I really need a new body for your Notorious. Yes, I already got the body cracked. I don't hit walls like you do. Yes, you do, Wally. I have seen you smack the wall. Yeah, you're the reason my board is all bent over here at the Exoplex, man. I saw it. Uh-huh. I was there. You might not hit it like me, but you hit that wall pretty hard. I saw it. And then you laughed. One day I'm going to get Wally to jump something. I'm going to give Wally like a controller to one of my bashers and actually see if he can make a jump with it. It was just a finishing touch. Yeah. Did you find out who smacked that pipe? Dude, I don't know who smacked that pipe, but dude, that pipe was this thick on the wall and it was busted. I don't know what did that. I tried Pet G a while back, but I haven't messed with it since I got the PLA carbon fiber. Yeah, I got the LC Paul. Really, I need to tear that entire ramp down. The whole bottom side is just rotten out. I guess I'm just going to have to... I kind of like having the ramp. Maybe I can rebuild it. Maybe get a pattern or something. Because I like having the big ramp back there because... it's kind of like, you know, the big ramp, you know, versus just a launch ramp. I don't know. We'll see. Broken. Videographic proof of what? There probably is. All right, Angie. Catch you later, buddy. Yeah, we got 15 minutes, and I get to get back outside and see if I can set up some stuff to do on the area out there. Oh, hitting the wall. Yeah, I sure do. Would you like to see it? Let me see here. Let me find that video clip again. I will show you the wall hit. Let me see here. Got to scroll through all these videos. Somebody makes a lot of videos with their phone. Let me see here. I think it was this one right here. Oh, yes. All right. I will show you guys again here. Rewind this. Let this thing go. And it should start replaying. Yep, right there. Check that out. Having to test it. You know, I'm doing my best to test this thing, man. I don't want it to break on the racetrack, you know. So I want it to hold up, but I don't want it to be all solid and heavy either. So kind of got to, you know, look at one thing versus the other, you know. Okay. Up. There we go. All right. So we got about 14 minutes to go. Top. Well, Frankie, the issue is the whole bottom side of it is just physically rotting away. I bought those from USTE on their last one. So it's been out there for about 3 years, I guess. So I guess it was time. But yeah, it's rotting away. It's not really much there to, you know, scab onto and resurface. I could probably resurface it again, but it's the time is near. The time is near. Yeah, the top of it's repairable. That's not a problem. I haven't repaired the top because I think I need to replace the entire ramp. So I'm like, no point in spending a lot of money there. I wanted to go up and bring it down like this, but didn't seem like it's going to be. And now I've got that one ramp that I made for that one launch. I might just build a tombstone part for that and just make that into, I mean, it's already 8 foot wide and everything. It would probably work fine. So I guess I've already got the base of it. I just need to get the top, right? Yeah, Mike, that Notorious is nice. So the Exoplex is closed Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday it's open. If you want to come out here, like say you're on a trip or something and you want to stop in, just message me and let me know you want to stop by. It's that easy. Adam, well, I got to see what I got to really do to rebuild that, you know. And like I said, I've got the one ramp I built for Gramapalooza. So, and that's all fully treated plywood all the way down the bottom. So I might just need to build a top piece, you know, go that way with it. And see, as far as like the spine goes, bring it down. Yeah, but what if I go vertical with it? What if I just make it a vert ramp? Because right now it's like this angle right here. So it's actually pretty close to vert. If I do full vertical, man, I could go up, do like a spinner Rooney McTwist and come down. It'd be kind of cool, huh? Well, I've been using treated wood when I build new stuff back there. So hopefully it'll work. Backwards, even the words behind you. I know, Maryland, and I don't know why all of a sudden it's backwards. I don't know. It hasn't been backwards before. No, Wally, it's M2.5 by 20. It's not an M3 by 20. I do, but I don't have the dirt. Mike Randy. Molly, you're going to be trying on Home's new 10 shooters in your VFD carbon. I don't know. I think I might need to try to get one of those, though. Might need to, because right now I've got his Outrunner in there. The 540M, I believe it is. So, and that runs pretty good, but I do like the idea of that new motor he's got, though. That is pretty nice. 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes. Got an email from Xfinity wanting me to get a Samsung phone. I'm not going to downgrade. All right. See, Crawler Canyon review the Exocutioner. I haven't heard from him in a while. I have not heard from him in a while. Got room for a dirt ramp. Now, as far as a dirt ramp, I have like a landing spot, which is a little ridge. I got that. Yeah, I'm not sure why everything is backwards tonight. It never was until today. Is it supposed to rain? I think I hear rain out there. Let me see. Nope, no rain. Crawlmaster HV. And waiting my stubby kit to come in. Okay. I'm fighting words. Android beats iPhone. Anyway, no chance. No chance. iPhone's the king. Yeah, we're in the last 10 minutes. Let's talk smack. Nothing touches an iPhone. I had an Android for like 5 minutes, and I gave that thing back. It was horrible. All right, come on. Let me hear it. Put in to the Reefs transmission and your chassis. Crazy good. It should be. Now, if you're going to use the Reefs transmission, there's no overdrive or underdrive in that one. So it really works good. And I'm currently in the process of working on SAM to convert that into a Exocutioner frame. And that was getting the Reefs transmission in it because there isn't enough room for the old 3 gear to fit this transmission, this frame. It just doesn't fit, I don't think. Nope, not even close. It doesn't even fit at all. Nope, got to have a tight little transmission for that one. So mullet build, yep, mullet build. That's what I'm working on, and little bit by little bit, it's coming together. Yeah, eventually. Where do you get the wheels on the XO? Those are off of Amazon. Just look up carbon 1.9 beadlock wheels, and you'll pretty much find them. They're about $40. Not mine. How many are on? See, I cannot use an Android. I've tried it. My company gave me a cheap, crappy Android. Turned it on. I'm like, screen was jumpy. I'm like, what the heck? It's not smooth. I literally turned it off, put it on the desk, and never turned it back on again. That was the company phone. I said, look, if you guys want to talk to me, call me on the real phone. So that's when I gave them all my iPhone number. I said, look, call me on a real phone. Public user Exoplex, awesome. There is a $10 fee for it, yes. I'm in Rhode Island. What is the Exoplex Addy? Just look up 32068 in Middleburg, Florida. Where do I get the Exocutioner from? Addicted to RC. There you go. There's a link right there underneath it. Now, you build it to where you want the thing to run. I mean, right now, this has OD3 in it with a Fusion, but you can do Reef's transmission, Deluxe transmission. You can use the Outrunner, but really, I really like this setup right here. And no, I do not have axles for sale yet. I am planning to stock these when they get back off of their New Year's. So hopefully we'll be able to do something about that. But hopefully they'll be back in operation and they can sell on my own, right? Sell them on their own too. Android versus iPhone review. I can't do that. I don't even know how to turn on an Android phone. There's no way I could do that review because I would be very biased. All right, we got 5 minutes to go. Man, so we got 64 you guys on, 95 likes. Everything is looking good right here. T-Mobile. The only phone that I miss was my old Motorola Razr. That one I miss. It was just so cool to just flip that thing out like you were somebody. Like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. Even though we're all still nobodies. It was just so cool to flip that thing out there. I think they said the 4th, I think is what they said. So maybe I'll be able to start getting some orders in soon. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'd like to be able to get some orders in or get some stuff on the way because I got to get another order of frames for Exocutioner, all that. I know I'm going to have them in at least 2 stores. This whole first shipment, though, I had to get through this. Hopefully, I'll be able to get things ironed out if there are any issues arise as people are building them and all that. But I want to get these into a couple different stores as well. So when I do that, what you'll get is an actual full kit, as in you'll get rails, skid, this right here, body mounts, and all that. And by doing it like that, I've got to supply all the specific bolts everywhere to make it more like a kit. Right now, it's like a builder's frame, and you put your stuff on there. It's got the necessary bolts for the skid, but the other bolts to run it is kind of on you for right now. But I want to just try to make it a little bit more of a all-inclusive kit, if that's. And I got to try to figure out how to do that. This is all new territory for me on this. So, but I really want to do that. And there's a really big store that I'm wanting to put this in as well. We'll have to see if that's going to work. Maybe. Many old cell phone laying around with an iPhone. I got an iPhone back when my first iPhone was an iPhone 3GS. That was my very first one. The very first iPhone I ever messed with was that Monster Jam. And I was trying to get tickets at midnight for the next year. The very first time I ever messed with an iPhone. That was a long time ago. Broken Monkey, thank you, buddy. Inclusive, yeah, maybe. All right, we got about a minute and a half to go. Then I got messages to deal with and talk to and get things done and go check my Wi-Fi signal out there to make sure that's working like it should be. If not, I guess me and Keone going to have to pull some Cat 5 out there. That would be the best way to go for sure. So hopefully it'll all work out here. Great night. Yes, sir. Do I still have it? Old iPhones and stuff. No, buddy. Those old iPhones are gone. Yep, 101. All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much. And again, thank you so much for the support on the truck. It really means the world to me. And you guys have a good one. And I can't wait to see videos and pictures of all this stuff and all that. I don't know if he has any. He may have some 525s, but I'm not sure. All right, guys. You guys have a good one, and I will see you in the morning. I'm not sure what I can release tomorrow, but I got something in there. You guys have a great one.